find Professor Vladimir Romanovsky, head of the Permafrost Research Center in Alaska. Vladimir is building the largest thermal monitoring program to answer the other important question: when? Just when the permafrost begins to thaw depends on how much warmer the Arctic becomes.
So everywhere we look here,
All
you
these
guarantee
areas,
that
yes.
when we drill, there will be ice within the permafrost.
Yeah. What we can do right now, of course, there's lots of changes on a short time scale. But what is good about permafrost? It really keeps record of long-term changes. Yeah, well, you don't see anything except
No?
the hole. Yeah. And every 3 minutes, I will put it 2 meters deeper and deeper and deeper down to 75 meters.
All the way down to 75 meters?
Yeah.
That's going to take a long time.
Yes.
Seriously, you're going to stand here all that time
Yes.
till you're down to 75?
Yes. I can see it, but if I would have a chair, I would be sitting here. We did once.
Vladimir is taking the temperature of the tundra, or more accurately, the permafrost under the tundra. He's drilled a hole 75 meters deep and slowly lowers a thermometer, recording the temperature every 2 meters. This way, he can keep track of how much of the top is melting naturally each summer and how much deeper the melting is going.
Tell me what you're doing exactly. There's a line all the way across Alaska where
Right.
you have these boreholes.
Right, every approximately 40 miles.
40 miles. Now, what are you trying to measure here?
How much of this permafrost will thaw, say, by 2050? How much of that will be thawed by 2070? So that's now is very, very important question.
Over the last 20 years, Vladimir has measured an increase of 5 degrees in the permafrost temperature. His models predict we may only be half a degree away from reaching the tipping point when the permafrost starts to thaw irreversibly and release almost 2 trillion tons of carbon into the atmosphere as CO2. That's 3 times more than the current levels of CO2 held in the atmosphere today.
But to really understand permafrost, you have to get down into it. Professor Vladimir has arranged to take me into a once secret military installation that has been converted to a tunnel for science.
This tunnel is very unique.
Are extinct. I mean, it wouldn't be amazing to find something like that. Look at that. This just sticks out of there. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a very prehistoric. Could be a tooth, it could be a horn of an animal, but who knows?
Yeah, sometimes bigger fragments of bodies could be found here.
Like a full-on skeleton, including the fur and everything?
Well, there was no fur, but there was a little bit of skin.
Wow.
And other places, like in Siberia, there were several mammoths, especially baby mammoths, were found.
And here's some grasses. They're frozen so quickly that they're still green.
How old is this?
About 10,000 years or older.
Crazy. Wow.
First time when I came here, I did exactly the same.
For Professor Vladimir Romanovsky, this tunnel completes the picture.
It's very also useful for me to see it because what we're getting our information from boreholes, it's a small hole in it in the permafrost. So here we can see this how it looks like really from inside. So this is unique opportunity to be able to see and imagine and keep this in mind when you think about what is going on in permafrost. See it on the and only 1/3 of original volume will be still here.
I mean, if this is going to melt, then all permafrost will collapse. This is holding it all together, this ice.
But all across the Arctic, thawing permafrost under the tundra is already doing damage. Fairbanks,